Beautiful. All right. So previously, our companions continued on the road to Jelrin. They made a brief stop at like a hideout or something of that nature with Ardor and the elf woman. I don't think you guys ever asked her name. Or if he did, he didn't say. And then you guys ended up hopping into Jelrin. Had to pay for some licenses for your weapons and for the ability to cast magic. And you ended up making it straight for Balhumber's Enchanted. I think that was your first stop in the city. And
we're still
I'm not
there.
really sure why. You guys were trying to sell some goods, some pawns, and you are still there. Your transaction with Balhumber was briefly interrupted, or was interrupted. It's not an accurate term. Was interrupted by apparently the arrival of another customer or something of that nature. That Balhumber had to change his focus. So you guys got some food orders, your magic that were kicked in with the sale of your dagger, with the purchase of your dagger, have been made up and given to you. And so you guys are just kind of in that great hall in Balhumber's Enchanted, relaxing. There are, as stated previously, a number of individuals in the structure. It is a very poppin' joint. And you see a lot of wealth. This is definitely one of... you can tell that Jelrin's kind of a different ballpark as far as money and class goes, in a large extent from where you guys have been. So yeah, that's where you are. What do you do?
Did we secure lodgings for the night yet? Because I don't think we technically did. And this place
believe you
isn't
did.
in, so...
I think we were trying to go to the blacksmith next to see if we can, or somebody who might be able to give Kirill something that isn't burnt to shit by trolls.
You buy the armor here at the magic shop.
I was going to say this would be the place to buy magic armor.
I thought he
would
have asked already, and that we didn't. Okay, well, ask him. Kirill.
Well, I mean, we asked about it, and then we were told to hang out.
Yeah, he said he'd come back soon.
I mean, we can talk to other people who work here, I'm sure. Do we have to talk to him?
Well, he's kind of the boss, but...
Yeah.
Are we
I
going
want to see your manager real quick.
Oh, God. Yes, Karen?
I mean, I figured we were just going to wait till he comes back. And if he doesn't come back, try and figure out what that means.
Wait till he comes back, secure a room, and eat our food and drinks, which should all be here, I think. That's the last thing up.
I don't think I want to stay here.
You think it is a bit pricey?
Probably.
I agree. We could find something with maybe not fleas, but not so nice. Fleas are hard to deal with.
And so as you guys are kind of having this conversation, deciding what you're going to do for the night, you notice that there's kind of like a that goes over the establishment, and then it's quickly replaced by a rough whispers and such, and you can gather pretty quickly what the source of the change is, as entering into the establishment is entourage of probably 20 people, and you know,
really cutting out.
This is bad, Tom.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you say
Hold on.
25 people?
Hold on.
25 people per room.
No.
No room at the end.
All right. Maybe it's better now.
You said...
Hey, you're like, maybe it's better.
Oh my gosh, this is fucking terrible.
This is something that's been happening
Yeah, it
since we
is.
started playing this campaign, by the way. It's just gotten worse over time. Maybe we can pick a new server, like a whole new server.
That does not gonna matter.
turning it off and on again is sometimes
All right, let's go to the
beneficial.
Yikes Classic server. Tom's already in there.
Checking it out.
Oh my god.
He's lagged out of his fucking skull, dude.
This isn't any better. Oh, I should.
Waiting endpoint. This is gone digital. Dude, it's just the internet, man. Fucking terrible.
No, it's lagging
It's
the
just-
whole Discord.
Yeah, and
Did it, Berta?
Always hits Tom worse. He lives probably.
hey, smoke weed every day.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it. So get fucked.
All right, see you guys on Thursday.
Thursday.
Put it on fucking Central.
Yeah, I've switched it a few times. I can put it back to Central though. Okay. Well, we'll go for. So, like I was saying, oh my, I can already tell it's fucked.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear
Well,
that.
You're like, it's not that bad.
So, I guess I'm gonna restart my computer. I don't. Maybe.
We can just go over to Google Hangout.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
I'm
I've never-
surprised Google hasn't erased that. I'll be right back.
I mean, I think Discord servers are just getting fucking obliterated
Probably,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I have a Yikes mobile server.
Gross. Shame on you.
I almost bought what is it, Nitro? A Nitro boost. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah, maybe if I bought a Nitro boost, our server would run better.
I got a Visa gift card from my old fucking work. I don't know what to do with it. I don't really need anything off of Amazon.
I was gonna say toilet paper. I don't know.
I have a ton.
I'm set. I went to the grocery store today and bought all the shit I need for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
I got like 30
400
frozen.
pizzas.
I got
Yeah.
like 30 frozen pizzas.
I know you would.
You're one of those hoarder people.
Making me feel like a stooge for buying stuff weekly still.
Nah.
Well,
there's never
I
gonna be a
just-
shortage.
So in Kansas City, they just started a like mandatory stay-in.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Kansas City's
Yeah,
pretty
we
close.
have that.
So I was like, I don't even know what that means. Like, what you literally can't leave?
Yeah, or you get
Probably.
fined.
You
Hey,
got-
you're back.
And so my sister, her wedding
You
was
sound
going to
good.
be on April 18th.
Yeah, my aunt's wedding is supposed to be like right around
we're not.
then, too.
That's not happening.
Yeah. Don't send people home sick and then eventually have somebody die. That's no way to end a wedding.
Well, we were even going to go with just like 25 people when it was that. Just like super small ceremony or whatever. But now that we're doing something. In any case, so I can see that it's fucked already. You guys hear me okay?
Mm,
Still hear you.
This is so fucking frustrating.
Just type out everything, Tom.
Turn your mic on and roll 20. Maybe that'll work, dude.
No.
That's an We could try having you speak in roll 20, and you could mute yourself in this one. I don't know if that's actually going to be better.
Spoiler alert, it isn't.
I remember messing with the mics there once on accident.
Yeah, well, Mike, come on. How do I set that though?
There's a
Go to settings.
I see. I want to broadcast to others. Voice. That's set.
I think you should like set it to like push to talk, otherwise it has to default pickup or something.
Does not have anything of that nature.
I want to broadcast to
Settings.
others. Voice only. Reconnect.
Oh, yes.
What's up, boys?
Oh boy.
Am I talking in both?
Yeah.
I don't hear you in the other one.
Yeah.
You probably don't have receiving turned on.
That's
I have
right.
it probably turned off. That's a good point.
Yep, I have it turned off.
But I want
Can
to
you guys hear me?
receive I only want to receive voice from Tom only, right? We're still going to use Discord, or are we just all going to go into this thing that we
Yeah, no,
have?
just turn voice only on. It'll work.
Okay.
I want to receive from others video and voice.
Not video, but that's fine.
Just
Yeah.
voice.
I can't hear Tom
Try to
if he's talking.
reconnect.
What are we doing?
Trying to get the video voice in this roll 20. It says I have it set.
You probably need to.
Reload the whole thing.
I don't know.
It doesn't appear that you guys can hear me.
No.
No, I'm not receiving anything in there right now, but
This is bullshit.
Also, a side note, I poured amaretto on vanilla ice cream. It actually tastes really
That sounds like it would be good. I like myself some amaretto.
Alcoholic.
I don't think I've had it.
Well, we can try. It's up to you guys, but I don't obviously want to force you guys to go through listening to. It's also very frustrating for me. So, in any case,
What?
Hello?
don't
Tom, go to sleep.
troll me. Don't do that.
And I think Tom went to bed.
And a dragon comes in. All right. So you see a number of people entering in, and initially you see just a large group of armored drow soldiers. Behind that, you see a.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that. My voice was going out. Anyways, behind that, you see a.
I'm sorry, can you start over? I thought you were trolling. What's happening?
No.
He's
So
trolling.
there is a large group of people coming into the inn.
Yeah, I just heard you say something about a dragon.
Oh my god, dude.
That was trolling.
That was trolling.
There are 50. There are a large group of drow soldiers, and behind them there is a tall, golden-haired man. He's got very elegant, regal clothes on, and behind him you see Nash, looking very much like a human, and kind of like a plain-faced woman who is like she resembles the man at the front, very much so, but she's just like very simple and simply dressed as well. And then next to walking astride with who you can now gather from the whispers around you is King Dharam. is a woman with a kind of close fit robe, kind of a taller collar, and you see that she's got a number of wands. She's got long brown hair, the curls, and you can very clearly see that they're robes of sheer shadow, and you can even see the pin as they kind of like walk past your table about 20, 30 feet. And these people are just making a straight beeline to the counter where most of the transactions are taking place as far as magical items go.
Misha breathes a sigh of relief when they walk by.
The drow kind of like veer off, and then they kind of spread out around the establishment. This goes on, and you actually notice that Nash takes note of you guys. He's like, "See you." But
clear, Nash was the one that we came in with, right?
No,
No.
that was Arter. Nash is the
okay.
one that was
Fuck.
playing the fiddle. He's like the big guy.
Yeah.
The head honcho dude.
He's the one that wants the head. And okay.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay.
but anyways, they make a straight line for Balhumber's like back office area where you saw Balhumber go. They just go straight there, and the servants that are around there, they almost try and stop them, but then they're like, "Oh, that's not even what they're doing there." So they enter in, but the drow all kind of like moved around. A couple of them followed him in, but for the most part, things kind of pick back up after they leave the room.
Do I hear any gore?
No.
Kind of meta. Did we just watch a sun elf walk in with a bunch of drow?
What? I'm pretty sure the guy
He said
was talking about
golden-haired.
was the king.
Golden haired?
Yeah, he's the king. What about it?
You got that from golden haired. Okay.
Well, I mean, he's with the queen, presumably, and it made sense to me. I don't know.
The
I'll
woman
take
that was
your
walking
suggestion.
the woman that was walking astride him was not a dark elf. She was a human woman, and she had no particular resemblance to a dark elf in any way, shape, or form. So,
Not the queen. Not to say that he's not whatever. Okay. And Nash is situated somewhere in the room.
he went into the office, the back office, with the king and that woman, as well as the other younger woman who resembles him.
Did I get my license to cast magic already?
You did.
Do we want to be here anymore? I feel like it's getting crowded. Maybe a blacksmith can help Kiro better. Maybe, you think?
I mean, I don't care. I feel like everybody keeps wanting to avoid those people, but if they want to talk to us, they're going to, and if they don't, they aren't. So, like, does it really matter?
How dare you're so brave, facing the inevitable.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's like their town. It's better to be in not in the fucking shifty alleyway when they can.
Then I will continue to drink my milk.
Sure. A few minutes pass, and you see Nash and the younger woman come out from the office, and he's directly hey,
What?
starts heading directly your way.
All right. I'll give him a wave.
And I'm just waiting until I get the green light. Okay, we're good. He walks over and says, "Finally, I've been looking forward to this for so long, like a couple weeks. I think it's been a couple weeks. Certainly feels like it. So, Do you have what I asked for?
Partially.
Well, before we get into it, let's get a bit of privacy. And he motions over to one of the servants, and he points out one of the benches that, one of the booths, rather, that have the silence bubbles on them. And he says, "All right, come this way." And he
I will go.
gestures for
Yeah,
you
I'll
to
go.
follow. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
It's kind of
I mean,
cramped,
I was
shoving
gonna
everybody
say, how many
into one of
people
these.
can be in there, really?
And as you're kind of like being ushered in by him, he stops his sister. Sister, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hold the door on this one. Thank you. She just gives him a terribly dead-eyed glare and then turns around and apparently does his will in that he steps in and closes the door to the booth. Whew. It's good to see you. Let's do some business.
sure. We have the head, but unfortunately, about 50 paladins kind of barged in on us when we were trying to leave, so we don't have the.
50 paladins.
I'm sure you saw them.
I suspected that some terrible force might arrive, but oh man, I imagine you mean the Knights of Karn, right?
Yes.
Whew. And you let them get the orb. What'd they promise you?
Well, we suggested that we might hold on to it, and they ensured us that it would be much safer with them and didn't really give us a choice.
I figured. That is very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. But the head, that's something to be, I guess, grateful for. Let's see.
I'll reach into the bag and pull out Dweer's head.
He takes it if you offer it to him.
Yeah, I do. And then I just like, I don't think that's the real him though.
Oh, I know. And he pulls back some of the hair that's on his the top of his head. He pops out a knife from seemingly nowhere into his hand and does a swift scalping of this thing. Kind of drops the head down on the table, pushes it away a little bit. And so he just has the magical rune that was placed on that head, and he's kind of looking at it. Well, I appreciate your work. Did he die painfully? Anyways, he still feels it, you know.
God, I hope so.
I don't even remember what happened. I think I stabbed him, like in the head or something. I don't remember.
Wonderful. In any case, I think the aforementioned deal was 40,000 gold pieces each. The oil's kind of the sticking point in that price. I can part with 5,000 gold pieces to each.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's wonderful. And he produces a pouch, starts counting out the platinum, and he gives you 5,000 gold piece worth of platinum, which I think is like 500 pieces or something.
Each?
Each.
Gangster.
That's going on a character
That's
sheet.
too much money for Taman.
Tammin, you can, noticing his uncomfortableness, you can give it to me if you like.
At least half.
That bad with your money, man.
No, I just don't like what it does to people. Misha, you can take half of it.
Never heard.
Take all of it. Tammin, you know you do have to pay for your rooms.
I said you can take half of it.
Oh, huh.
Now, with that head you have, is there still any way to inflict pain upon Mandel's wear with even after the puppet?
So Misha, you have 2,500 extra gold of mine.
Yeah, I popped that on there.
I'm
Seeing as how I
afraid
sometimes
not.
pay for your stuff.
But there is useful information to be gathered. And that's really why I requested it. So I appreciate it greatly.
Oh yes,
Moving
that
on.
is true. Heads talk. Misha's going to laugh a little bit.
Yes, they do, and in many different ways. But I have work for you, is the way I describe it. Did
Kind
you
of
hear
work?
that? Yeah. What
Yeah.
kind of work? Well, that really depends. I kind of need to know your character, what you desire coming forth here. I remember if we had a conversation, you wanted to know more about the Maw last time we spoke. Is that right?
Probably more about the Hollow Peaks.
That's what I meant. You're right. The Hollow Peaks. You were asking because you had desire to go.
Business.
Yes. Business. Well, I imagine that business has a lot to do with killing or fighting. And if I'm being honest, you guys are just not ready to go into a situation like that. I think that you're helpful assets, and I would love it if you stuck around for a while. And I would make it worth your while.
Would you be able to, if we were to stick around, would you make us help us become a little better equipped to deal with the Hollow Peaks?
Well, we're in Valhumbers, and coin will get you pretty much anything you need. So, yes, is my answer, in short.
What do you want us to do?
Well, nothing that you haven't done before, in a certain sense. I think the first thing that I'd like you to do is I'd like you to kill Balhoun, the Hound Master.
Why?
Who?
Well, see here, it's not really how it's going to work. Let's put it plainly and say that he's a very bad thing, a demon, one might say. You know, ironic coming from me, but he's the epitome of evil. So just dispatch him, and I want you to do it in a way that makes it seem like you guys hopped into an altercation and you didn't come up to shank him for no reason.
Who is this guy?
He is, he's a devil. Is there more you need to know about that, or
Who-
does that
like,
suffice?
where can we find him? What does he do? Like, he's a Hound Master, but where?
Well, these things I can give you. To kill him on the job. Naturally, I need you to take him out while he's at the Craglin Inn, which I'll give you directions to. Was hoping that you would meet me there initially, but this works even better. No chance of being scryed on at the current moment, which is ideal. In any case, he is, let's say, important to the guard of the keep here. He runs the kennel, which contains a number of hellhounds.
Why do you want him dead, though?
Well, see, that's the thing we were just talking about. I'm going to do Copeland, but questions, let's leave later.
I like questions before killing people.
Well, he's not a person, but I can understand.
I think you're a person. I would allow you the same rights.
Sure. But I haven't proven myself to be evil, as far as you all know. This man has killed numerous innocents, or this thing has killed numerous innocent people. He's ruthless, and he had a major part in some terrible instances, occasions in the past few weeks. So,
How much money are we talking about here?
well, he's a relatively minor thing. Definitely less than Mandout Dweir and his crew. What I asked you to do before is a bit more dangerous. but I'm asking you to do it in a specific way, so it might be a little bit more troublesome to a certain degree. In any case, I would be paying you, let's say, 2,000 gold pieces each.
You're also asking us to do it
In
in
the city.
yeah, with witnesses.
Yes. So I understand how that could be problematic if it were any place other than the Craglin Inn. And again, if you just go up and shank him, yes, there would probably be problems. But if you entice him into a fight, which he will happily jump into violence, you'll be surprised that people will kind of shrug it off as, oh, he bit off a bit more than he could chew this time. That's the
So,
goal.
is there a certain way to anger him to make him do this?
You know, a
It sounds like
button
he
that
would jump
can
at any
push-
chance. I don't think it sounds like it would be very
Oh
difficult.
no, but finding his buttons, that would be better.
Yes.
Certainly. I don't know him very well. So you'll kind of have to figure that out through his interactions. From my understanding, he is not exactly subtle. So I don't think it'll be too difficult to invoke violence.
I'm pretty good at making people want to punch me. I think it'll be
That's
fun.
perfect. It's good to hear. And if this goes off without a hitch, there would be more work to do.
So long as we're only dispatching evil things.
Well, I can't promise that it will be killing all of the time. There might be other tasks that I'd have to give you, but I can assure you that it's all towards the common good of the people.
Fewer
Okay.
killings are generally better.
And yet, sometimes people have to die. In any case,
Well, it is the way of things.
if that's all that we have to discuss,
What's the guy's actual name? Sorry, the Houndmaster. What?
Belhoon.
And does he go to this place? He goes to this inn often?
Oh, I'd say he's probably there anytime he's not on
Right
shift.
now.
Yeah, he'd probably be there right now.
What's he look like?
Well, it
I mean-
depends on if he's disguising himself as a human, which he's not particularly good at, or he'll look like a bearded devil.
Would you, by chance, also throw in a little something extra? You see, we could go do this now, but we were busy trying to get armor for our friend here, who he keeps melting his armor.
That is an unfortunate habit.
If maybe we take care of this, maybe just a little something extra for our friend.
Well, 10,000 gold pieces between each of you, all of you rather. You should be able to purchase something of good make and quality from Valhumber, no doubt. Your own finances and how you want to divvy up your gear is kind of on you.
We don't have to do this tonight. We can just do it tomorrow.
Correct. But I would really appreciate it being done, kind of quickly, promptly.
We could also do it tonight. I wouldn't have a problem with just getting it over with.
It's already like 9 o'clock at least.
I will say it would probably be in poor taste if you all ganged up on him and took him down. So, again, try and make it believable that it was an altercation.
We can just get our drunk boys to do it.
Barroom brawl.
Barroom.
I would avoid it becoming too messy down there. There are a lot of nasty characters down there, and while taking on just one is quite simple, let's not rock the boat too much.
Of course.
Perfect. Again, if there's nothing else, I'm going to be on my way. I think we've already kind of talked for a little bit longer than I intended to. So I'll be seeing you around.
Certainly.
And with that, he kind of steps up, walks out, gestures towards his sister to follow him, and they start heading out. You see a contingent of dark elves following them, only about 5 of the 15 that walk.
Is
Wow.
as far as we can tell, they're still occupied in that back room.
Correct, as far as you can tell.
Well, I'd like to pull over some sort of employee so I could ask what armor.
Sure. You pop up to the desk and you're quickly greeted by a halfling who's roaming around on a floating disc in the back, so you can see over the bar. And he says, "What's up? What can I get you?"
Looking for some very heavy armor, preferably magical.
Heavy armor, magical. Yes, we've got that in spades, to be honest. Are you looking for full plate, half plate, scale mail?
Full plate.
Full plate. And what's your price range here? What are you going for? I've got minor resistance enchantments that'll help you with cold, fire, lightning, thunder, all that sort of thing. Or we can go with major resistances, which will help with more of that a major way. Base enchantments for durability and overall protectiveness. And then I've got some finer pieces as well.
I'm looking for something that'll help me not get disemboweled and rather than protect me from cold.
Sure. Well, full plate's going to do that anyways, hopefully.
It really hasn't so far.
Sorry to hear that.
Poor Kiro.
Well, I suppose the first thing I've got on here is I've got some earthen plate. It's a full plate suit, and effect on it is that it allows you, or it makes it so that others are incapable of forcefully moving you by spell or physical ability, so long as they're not larger than huge or larger, rather. And it increases, or rather reduces damage taken by bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing by 1.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Wait, does that include grappling?
No.
Does it include
shouldn't.
grappling as forcefully moving you?
So
So
Grabbing you
not
is
a grapple.
moving you.
to
You
an
wouldn't happen
extent.
to have any kind of armor that's even heavier than full plate, but maybe magically lighter.
Magically lighter and heavier than full plate. We do have full plate suits that are enchanted to be lighter, but as far as being more protective, I don't really think we have too much on stock in that regard. I've got something that works more effectively while you're underneath water, but that's kind of a niche situation.
And I'm really looking for that. How much is that earthen arm?
Well, that'll run you 12,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Do you have any other pieces like that?
Well, I mean, as far as quality, that earthen plate be up there if for our stock. The other is the deep fathom plate, and he gestures towards a suit of dark aquamarine coloration with fins and scales embossed on it. And like I said, this is pretty much mostly for water. I mean, it grants water breathe, a swim speed of 30, and then it also allows a dex your AC while you're in the water, which would be helpful. And if you're not anywhere near it, it's not the best. Other than that, just resistance plates. We don't really have anything that's more durable than that.
I could be interested in the earthen plate. Is there any way the price can be lowered? I don't know if I can hit 12,000.
I'm afraid our prices are pretty firm here.
That's a little unfortunate, but I look to my compatriots, and maybe these guys can help me pay this.
Technically, doesn't the bag of holding have some of the inheritance? Like, didn't we collect that and never
Didn't we-
touch it?
I thought that was on our character sheets.
No,
before.
we used it.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
we did use
used it
all
on
of
pretty
it?
much my sword and
Oh.
it's a couple other items, but mostly my sword.
We have 6,000 party gold from the dagger we sold.
That'll... Okay.
Okay, I just need another donation of like 1,000 then.
Tammin, do you feel like donating 1,000 of your gold? I say
Yeah,
as I look at my
of
purse of
course.
gold that you gave me. So I'll take the 1,000
Take as much
gold
money
out
of mine as you want.
I take the 1,000 gold out of my purse and hand it over to Kittle. Tammin is very generous with you.
All right, I guess I'll take that arm.
Damn.
Okay. So you're dropping the 6,000 from the party funds, your 5,000, and 1,000 from.
From
Tammin?
my money that belongs to Nisha right now. So
Oh, I see.
Oh, and we still have 500 gold left for the party. I'll keep that. That's our emergency fund.
Just 500. Do you have any shields?
Of course. Again, we have shields of resist. We do have one shield that is going to be giving you a bit more protection.
Protection, yes.
Yep.
we need to get Misha a nice item.
Ooh, I want to get a new two-hander. Go ahead.
Here we go,
Ooh.
guys. Here we go.
Pretty fucking fat, dude.
I
Well,
want to see what
his
I can get.
two-hander... I would say he could also trade in his two-hander if he wants to trade in for something else, too. That might drop the price.
So what?
Oh, I do
shield,
got
what kind of
something. I've got the
shields do you have?
King of Burmali. The Axe of Burmali, rather.
Sounds devastating.
It is devastating. An orc chieftain. Didn't work out too well for him. But once per long rest, you can triple your crit range for a round.
Oh,
It's a +2/+2
For a round?
for a round.
How much is that?
That's actually
It's a great axe,
Yes.
so it already has a crit range of 19, 20.
I don't think that's correct. Pretty sure it's all 20. And if you are a champion, you get 19, but
Oh yeah, you're right. They don't have that anymore.
they don't have that.
So it
and-
would just
yeah.
add when you use that, it would add 18 and 19 to the critical threshold, right? Because you said 3 times.
How much is that?
But do you
That's
have to-
18,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you do that before, and you have to choose to expand the crit range before you roll, or can you do it afterwards?
You would do it before you roll. The start of your turn, you'd
That'd be
activate
pretty
it.
OP if you could retroactively decide.
Yeah.
With Lucky?
Yeah.
Is it an actual crit? Like,
A full
let's
crit.
say, for argument's sake, I have +1 to hit, and the mob has 20 AC, and I roll an 18. Is it crit and hit, or does it miss?
It's a true crit. So you 100% hit
Pretty-
on the 15.
Pretty
swings.
good with crit weapon fighting.
But you look to be the perfect candidate for this next item I want to bring out. And he gestures towards a set of robes that have plates that kind of swing around it, or are like inlaid into the fabric. And he says, "This is the Swift Steel robes. Grants additional armor and bonus to striking. Your range, rather, or your capabilities to hit individuals. And it also grants an extra attack per round.
Whoa.
You do need to be attuned, and it doesn't stack with other extra attack abilities, but and it also requires level 3 spell equip. But in any case, it is something to consider, especially if you're a blade wielder such as yourself.
I don't think I could afford that.
How much? I'm afraid to ask for a friend.
Yeah, 22,000 gold piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why don't we get back to the shield subject here that Misha was
Yeah.
asking?
The
let's do
shield.
that
So
first.
extra protection on your shield. It's a fine piece. It's a large tower shield, and it's going to give you the +2 AC to ranged attacks, so you can use it as cover.
Oh wow.
Other than that,
My current shield does +2 ACs.
so it's going to give you
But it allows you
+2,
to
and then
use-
an additional
give you
+2
cover.
for missiles.
Only for missiles or
Only
all?
for missiles.
That's still actually pretty sick. How much does that cost?
That'll run you 5,500 gold pieces.
We should get that.
Do not know about that. It is good if I'm being shot with arrows.
Does it require attunement?
It does not.
Missile attacks. It's like any ranged attack, including spells, right?
I don't think so. No, it's just missile
No,
like
I'm asking
action
Tom.
arrows.
Sorry, what was the question?
You get cover. What is it? Half cover for any ranged attack.
Well, you can use it as a cover, or you can just
spells
receive
and
the
regular
basic.
ranged attacks.
Regular melee attacks are not affected by cover.
No. He's
I'm
saying
asking about
spells.
spells in addition to like
Spells.
ranged.
Like ranged
attacks.
spell
Yes,
attacks.
so ranged spell attacks would be affected by, or the
Yeah,
AC does
super
protect.
good. No, but the cover bonus would.
And the cover bonus does as well. It gives you advantage on
Yeah, that's so
dexterity saves, as well, I believe.
Oh, and dexterity saves?
Yeah.
That
Costs
could help
like
with
nothing.
fireball.
That's if you. How do you gain cover from it? You have to have like a.
You would have to expend a bonus action to set yourself up.
Sounds pretty good. Especially because you
But you have to
very
preempt
rarely use your
knowing-
bonus action.
I got a couple things I use my bonus action on, but
Think of it as another option. Doesn't even require attunement.
no, it doesn't. I'm just trying to decide if it's worth that for the 5 or if it's worth it to hand money over to Yane to get his weapon.
I don't think we can afford that weapon, even if we all pooled all of our
Mm-mm.
money together now. I could be wrong.
Well,
Do
I'm not
I
gonna go
need it,
broke
though?
For it, but I got 6,700.
You can just use my 1,500 towards the shield. That way you only need to come up with $4,000.
I was talking
Only
about giving them
$4,000.
Yeah, only $4,000. It'll kind of still clear out. I mean, if you think it's worth it, I could get it. I did want to get a shield.
Go for it.
5,500. Yeah. So it's just advantage on ranged attacks. Well, yeah. Was the dexterity saving
That's only
throw?
if you have cover.
Yeah, and that takes a bonus action to put up. So I'd have to bonus action like raise my shield every turn if I.
Well, not
Actually,
every turn.
Yeah, as I say, once it's up, I don't have to bonus action again, right?
If you move, you lose your cover.
But if I'm in one spot, it's fine.
Correct.
That hurts so much to give up that much money. 5,500?
That's correct. I do have other things that are a little bit lower priced. I've got a bladed cloak, which allows some retaliation damage, melee attackers each turn. I've got a rod of lethargy, which basically can magically put someone to sleep. A successful melee hit, potentially. And for the Night Fellow, I've got a lance that would be very useful in mounted combat. I've got plenty of other things as well. Just kind of need to know what you're interested in.
So you said it can lance for mounted combat.
Yes, it would give swift feet to your mount as well as a bonus to hit.
Oh, so is it just like a normal lance, but with those properties?
Correct.
And let's see what a normal
Did you
What does the
take
swift feet do?
It just increases your base movement speed while mounted by 5.
I see.
That's
That's
1d12. What is a great sword? It's
Great Sword's
2d6
2d6.
plus 3 currently. So I think that's pretty good. But what does a swift feet do? It just gives 5 more feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Your base movement while mounted, he said, yeah.
Is it magic?
It
You
is.
get a +1?
+1/+1, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So your great sword isn't.
Not attuned, right?
No, that's just a great sword.
I think the lance is pretty good. How much would that cost?
Yeah,
us?
that's
3,500 gold pieces.
It's not bad.
That's an easy deal. I think we should do that.
well. If you guys want to make a donation, that would be great.
Okay, you just buy
Because I'm broke.
So cover, it grants you half cover, and I just wanted to make sure that I have the right information on this. It gives you +2 AC and
Talking about the
plus
tower
2
shield that Misha was
dexterity saving throws. Yes.
Yeah.
And the +2 to AC is not just for ranged attack. It is +2 AC.
Oh, across the board. So it's the 2 AC plus an additional 2, so 4.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a lot closer to what I.
If the
That's
attack
pretty
is
good.
originating from the opposite side of the cup. So if they move around your shield, then you wouldn't have.
So if I get not exactly flanked, but sort of like flanked.
Yes.
Not the technical definition of flanked in this game.
If for whatever reason you're blocking away, they can't go around you in any way, shape, you would benefit from 2 AC, additional 2 AC.
Sort of meta question: would the person standing behind me, if it was like a fireball, also get that dex save?
It would depend on the situation, but I would say
I'm just
probably.
curious.
It's only +2 bonus to your dex save as well. It's not.
Oh, not advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounding pretty good now, Misha.
Yeah, no, that melee included into that makes that a difference.
If you're looking for a weapon, I also have this Starlight Blade, which is a +1 scimitar, which grants dark vision. And in full darkness, you gain an additional +2 to hit and +2 damage.
Does it require attunement?
It does.
How much is that one?
That's going to run you 15,000 pieces.
I think the shield might be a little bit closer up my alley. And more in budget.
I'll give you 1,500 towards the shield, Misha. And I'll help you with the lance too, Kirill, if anyone else is willing to help out.
I don't need any money from you.
Okay.
If you wanted to help Kirill, that would be
Perfect.
good. And I'll drop 5,500
So you
from
have
mine.
what, 1,500 of gold of mine left? No, because you were holding it. I don't know what you.
Mhm.
Gave me 2,500, and I had just deleted what I had on my thing. I gave 1,000 up to Kirill. Dropped me down to 6. Dropped it down to 5, so it's 1,500. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll drop that 1,500 onto Kirill's lance.
And how much do we need for that?
3,500.
So you need 2
Alright,
more.
who wants to
2,000.
donate 2,000 gold for Kirill's Monty link?
I'll give you some.
I just lost all the gold I put on my character sheet.
Well,
As
whose
soon
fault
as
is that?
we were given that, we knew that we were going to go
That
straight
gold
through
isn't
it.
meant to be hoarded,
Yeah.
you guys.
No, definitely not.
I will give
You should.
Kirill
That's a
2,000
hard time.
gold.
Alright, so I got 3,500 gold. Spend.
So it's a +1/+1 magic lance, right?
Correct.
With that.
How much
swift
gold will you
feet.
have left over, Kirill? Any?
I still have the 259 gold.
Okay. You'll
He
be
needs
fine.
that.
So as you guys have been going through this process of purchasing gear and talking with him, you notice that the Dark Elves have all left. Well, rather the armed guards that were Dark Elves all left. But you never saw the woman or the king leave.
Okay.
You do see Bell Humber's back on the floor, but he kind of noticed you were already being taken care of, and he never came back.
Okay.
All right. So, what'd you say the properties of this land's were?
+1/+1 land, and you have increased mounted move speed by 5.
Okay.
While
Do you
attuned.
have the mounted feet as well? 'Cause I know
Me?
you're thinking about it.
Yeah. I need to ask. Do I get the feat and or ability score improvement every 4 levels or every 4 paladin levels?
It's every
It's every
time.
4 paladin levels.
It's every time. Yeah, every
You get it next
level threshold
Yeah. So I don't
for the
have.
class. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious.
So we got that, and the shield, and the armor.
Yes. And we're broke again, which is great.
Yeah, you guys spent over 20,000 copies.
Me and Yaden have some gold, dude. We're good.
I still want to spend some.
I just called it Tower Shield on my thing. Got +4 AC, +2 to defense or deck saves. He said it was +2 to melee and
Yeah, but that's if you have cover.
No. So she gets +2 AC because it's a shield baseline. The enchanted property of the shield is that it gives you +2 additional AC versus ranged attacks. Then, if she uses it as cover, it gets an additional +2 AC.
Ooh.
So it's up to 6. And
For
necessary
ranged attacks.
for range.
Oh, okay, for the range.
And
Just
Kirill got
something
the
to keep in
armor
mind.
that makes it so he can't be moved, and he has DR1, bludgeoning, piercing.
Yes, DR4.
Yeah,
All right. So let's see.
which means he can
Oh,
tank a literal horde of goblins.
Yeah.
Wait, just to check my math here.
Probably legitimately 50 of them.
Okay, never mind. I see where I'm missing the other AC. All right.
I think they would crit him too often if they could all attack.
Probably.
Especially since some of them would have advantage. But crit doesn't necessarily mean that they actually deal damage. They could roll double ones.
You can
Roll
take the
1 and
dodge
2.
action.
Yeah, it's also true. Then he would never kill them. But in any case, you have all of your goodies. A couple hours have passed since you entered
Yaden
in.
was still trying to buy something.
Yeah, I wanted to buy
Oh,
the last
Yang.
thing. Yeah, hi.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Okay. I want to know what is available around the 5K gold mark for two-handed weapons.
Well, great weapons are a bit pricey, even in the lower range of enchantments.
Yane
We
also
have a
has
number of
weapon to trade in as well. If
Right.
it was
Two-hand,
just
yeah, +2 mace.
we have a number of things that would be just your baseline enchantments to give you a hard edge and
Mhm.
better chance of hits. But other than that, nothing at the 5,000 gold range.
If there isn't any upgrades, then I would probably want to give my gold to other people if other people still wanted to buy some stuff.
Well, you look like a man who likes to get into the thick of things.
Mhm.
There's that bladed cloak.
I was gonna say,
So once per turn,
Mhm.
whenever you're struck by a melee attacker, you can retaliate as a free action. The cloak, rather, retaliates and deals 1d6 plus 2 damage to them.
Huh, okay. And how much was that again?
That's 4,500 gold pieces.
Oh, well, that's pretty easy.
not
It is an
attunement
attune.
either,
It
right?
is attune.
All right,
Yeah.
but I don't have anything that I have to worry about.
I don't think Yane has any attunement for right now.
No. I do have the robes, but I don't think those are attuned.
They probably are, but
Sheer Shadow. Are those attuned, Tom?
Let's take a look.
I
I
honestly
think I
can't
wrote
remember.
it in here. Yeah, they require attunement. But you can have 3 items, and that's what you want.
Yeah, no problem then. Yeah, all right, I'll purchase them. I'll get the
Okay.
robes.
All right. That is, I will say, very successful on my part. I'm gonna get a bonus for this
He's
one,
getting
boys.
a raise.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. If there's anything else you need, please do not hesitate to come back.
Oh, I'm more than positive we will. Unless
That's
we
good
die.
to hear. Yeah. That is the struggle. Hopefully, I don't get a return on these items in the sense that they come back to me soon. That would be sad. But business is business. In any case, enjoy.
We got some big dick shit, boys.
Finally getting paid off for the work that you did.
Let us.
Can I only use this lance while mounted?
You can use a lance while on the ground as well.
And it has
Imagine
reach.
you running.
It has
with it.
reach.
It has.
So I can
reach,
use, and it's one-handed weapon. Yeah. Fuck the great sword. I don't need the great sword.
I think it is a two-handed weapon.
I think it's. Aren't they versatile?
When you're on the ground. Let's see. It might be versatile. I don't think it has the versatile property, actually. So probably not. Lance. It is a reach and it's special. Let's go to. Where would that be? Earlier? No, it's later.
Okay, also lance requires 2 hands to wield when you are.
Yeah, but I think it's only one while you're mounted.
Yeah.
So you can wear it if you're on the horse. You also get to wear the shield.
Yes. Can't be moved and -1.
DR1, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Bat.
Misha's gonna like. Are you wearing it now? I'm assuming you put it on right away.
What's the earth plate look like, dude? Does he look like a rock galt?
He does. I mean, it is, in essence, it's full plate, but there are bits of minerals and gems encrusted into it.
The gemstone knight.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. All fixed.
Let's go to the Craglin Inn.
Bar fight.
Could do that. Trying to do that tonight?
Why not?
I don't know. But if we're looking for a mono y mono, we gotta pick who's the best mono y mono.
Kiro is looking shiny.
Yay. Yeah, I can do it.
It's one of those two.
I have no problem doing it.
With some outside assistance from.
You want to do it?
I mean, while we
Yeah.
have some privacy, what we could do is, one of us to kind of intimidate them. Well, let's talk about our plan. A little game.
Demon can use this thing to identify how many fighter levels he has.
But what I'm saying is, one of us can intimidate them, and listen.
Well, me and Misha can just buff somebody before they go
I was
fuck
gonna
with them.
say I've got a minute on bless for duration, but if you guys are in combat, I think I can cast. Actually, I think I can cast everything voicelessly too.
You can.
So I could bless you discreetly.
I mean, all we would need is a haste, and
And
we'd be
Listen.
fucking decked.
Technically speaking, I could probably hold person, and people might not realize it's happening.
Listen, all you have to do
Except he's not a person.
make this idiot, try to take on 3 people.
We're gonna need to make
Well,
sure
it
that's
says
true.
Humanoid. Is he a humanoid?
I don't know. That might be hold monster territory. I don't know.
I'll spill drink on him for funsies. See how he reacts. Yeah.
So
Watch him be the nicest guy ever.
I suppose so. Do I know where the Craglin Inn is, Tom?
You did not know where it was in your time here, but it was something that you heard about. But Nash did let you guys know where it was. It's actually on the underside of Balhumber's Enchanted. You enter in through the back, and there's a unassuming alleyway that leads you to an initial bar room, and even deeper than that is where the Craglin Inn is. But he gave you directions. There you go.
Well, I suppose let's go.
And Tom, you'll have to tell me if the demon counts as a humanoid, because the definition is I don't know. No, it just says most humanoids speak. They usually have well-developed societies. Humanoids have a torso, arms, and legs.
Yes.
That's,
What's this in relation to? Old person?
Yeah. I tried to search if a demon counted as a humanoid, and I did not get a clear answer.
Yes, it does. Yeah. There are probably non-humanoid demons.
I was going to say it would depend on the demon, wouldn't it?
But this
I
is,
think he also said he was a bearded devil.
and yes.
Bearded devil.
All right. So you guys start heading that way. And let's see here. So you start getting the feeling this is a very sketchy establishment. You already know that it is, but as you're following Nash's directions, you can feel like there's eyes on you, but you can't see anybody. You feel like you're being watched, and it's practically abandoned. You see that there's probably like a homeless guy just kind of laying down in the alleyway, drunk or something. It doesn't seem to acknowledge your guys as you walk by. And you continue until you see the aforementioned door that Nash indicated was the entrance to the Craglin Inn. It's just like a busted up, unassuming wooden door that goes into the bottom portion of Balhumber's.
I suppose I'd attempt to open it.
Yeah. Opens without any extreme effort, and you guys see a long, dark hallway ahead of you.
So, do I have this? Did this bracelet get removed by the fact that I have a license, or do I still have a bracelet? I just now am able to.
You still have a bracelet, and you now are able to, suppose.
So we actually have like the document saying like
Correct.
we have the license. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just fucking walk down the hall.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you guys start walking down, and after a few moments, you can begin to hear some music coming up from a set of stairs that you guys reach at the end of this hall. It starts leading down, and it's just kind of like pretty wretched playing. Like whoever is the bard down there is terrible, and for whatever reason they don't stop him because it's pretty bad. You guys finally enter into a dingy, trashy-looking common room, and there's one man at the bar, and his head's face down. It's the bartender, actually. And then there's a bard in the corner who's messing around with his lute, trying to tune. And that's pretty much all there is in here. There's a few open tables that are dirty, just rubbish still laying on them from the previous customers.
Nobody else is at the bar, though?
No.
Just the bartender?
Just the bartender. Yeah.
I'm gonna poke the bartender to see if he's, like, alive.
What? What? The blazes? Customers?
It is impressive, is it not? With such
Whoa,
music
man.
to draw people in.
Well, what can I get you? He looks like he's trying to keep his eyes open. You're blurry to him.
How many rooms you got?
He looks around. I got the one.
You have one room?
This is it.
This room that we're in.
This is the room.
So it's not really an inn,
This
then,
is-
is it?
There's a bar only?
Well, yep, that's right.
Okay.
We were told it was an inn. This is unexpected.
Well, who were you told that by? I mean, it is Craglin, and that's true. You're here.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll just come back some other time. We're looking for a place to stay, and if you don't have any rooms, then no
And
offense.
it looks like you got the wrong place, huh?
Yeah, possibly.
All right.
How long do you anticipate being able to stay open like this?
Indefinitely, for sure.
Really?
Yep.
How so?
It's the way business works. Yep.
I'll ask him if he's sure that there are no rooms, and I'll say that in Thieves' Cant.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Nice.
Sweet.
I'm pretty sure that we got no rooms, friend. Yep. I'm sorry it bothered me too.
That is an odd attitude for a business owner. I'm still very confused.
He waves you off.
I'm gonna go to the bard.
You see a nervous fellow, and he looks up as you approach. He's like, "Oh, hello."
So, what is a bard like you doing in a place that's like this?
Well, that's a good question. I think that I am a little bit better than this, but this is where I got assigned, and I never turn down an assignment because if I do, I will go hungry and die. So, yeah, that's how a guy like me ends up in a place like this.
In a place that is an inn, but not an inn.
Yeah,
Within-
it's a special place, and I'm very glad that I am in this room.
In this room. Wait, there's more than one room. We were told there was but one room.
Well, yes, there's only one room. That's
But
what I meant.
you said this room.
Yeah, this room. I'm very glad to be in this.
I do not know if I believe you.
I don't know if I care, but
This place.
if you want to hear a song, I will happily play one for you. You
Well,
have any?
I'm gonna walk back up to the bartender.
He's got his head down already.
Yeah, I'll knock on it with my fist.
Not head or the
Oh,
bar.
I'm going
God.
to silently cast Bless on Haldir, Tammin, and
Yeah. So, I mean, you can silently cast it. I don't know how it's not you're standing directly in front of this guy. So he's like, okay, so I don't really want any part of this. Just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and step out for a bit. I don't know. So
I don't know why.
and then so you're over there, Haldir, and you slam on the table, and he looks up at you.
Say, hey, listen, fuckhead.
Mm.
Nash Wells said that this was an inn. You know who that is? I'm pretty sure there's another fucking room here. So why don't you open it up, you dumb fuck?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose I can do that. I will say, I wouldn't be flashing the thieves' cant down there.
I don't know what that means.
legitimately your character doesn't know what that means. I'm just curious. Well, being
Yeah,
able to
like-
understand it, but
it's
having
like-
it.
It's like druidic. Nobody knows.
In any case, he walks over behind the bar and he starts pulling up some floorboards. And there's another set of stairs that goes further down. And you can tell almost immediately as he's pulling those floorboards up, it's really hot. Just like the warm air just starts wafting through. Well, get going.
Let's go. I'll go first.
Sure. So you continue down into basically like a very long tunnel network, and you see some offshoots of this tunnel, but they're completely dark. The rest of them are lit by just faintly glowing torches, sconces on the walls. But it's fairly extensive. The path that you're going on, you've been following it for 5 minutes. You haven't reached your destination yet. But as you get closer and closer to what you think is the end of this road, hopefully, you hear loud, like thumping beats coming from the tunnel ahead of you. Somebody's banging on some big ass drums. You can hear as you get closer and closer, horns being blasted and crazy. It's like ridiculously cacophonous music.
While we're in the tunnel, before anyone sees us, I'd like to cast
Detect what?
Evil.
Okay.
Get off.
Yes, but it lasts 10 minutes.
Okay. So you keep moving along the pathway. You obviously don't initially detect any evil or celestial fae, fiends, any of those things. And eventually you come up across a barred, like steel banded door, and there's one of those little flaps that open, and it's actually left open at the current moment. You can see into a room beyond that is brightly lit with just this kind of like crimson red, and you see there's like lush drapes and crazy things. It looks fairly similar to Arter's little hideout, except this is a bit more extravagant. And you can see as you kind of like walk up to that doorway, Kirill, you can see that there is a lot of demons in there. There's a lot of fiends in there, rather. Like they appear to be just chatting and drinking and not really taking any note, and they're not like in that active debauchery kind of. But they're not actively antagonizing anybody at the current moment. But yeah, that's what you see through the little door slit.
Good gods.
No,
All right.
just contain the righteous
Yeah, so-
desires.
Of course.
He says, of course, but I'm going to keep an eye on Kirill. Well, let's get going. And I'll push open the door.
Okay. Almost immediately, you are taken note by a large portion of the people that are on this floor. You're kind of like in a loft area as you kind of step into this like common room, and to your left there is a small bar, and there's a few people there. People, use the term lightly. There's lots of imps and bearded devils and like horned devils. Not horned devils, rather, but spiked devils. And it's just not a very nice company in here. But you are immediately accosted by an incubus, this incredibly attractive human male with demon wings and a tail, and he's carrying a few drinks on a plate and walks up to you and says, "Well, this is odd. I've not seen your type in here for quite some time. Well, what brings you to the Craglin?"
Looking for some entertainment.
"Well, that you'll find plenty. Blood sport, then? Or are you looking for some romantic company?"
I was thinking more of some very nice alcohol.
"That we also have. Anything else I can get you, lady, gentlemen?"
So you said blood sport. Do you have some sort of gladiatorial arena here?
He kind of leads you over to the balcony, and you're looking down onto a pit where there, the music is just incredibly loud still, but you see that there are a couple of, looks like they're like minor fiends in a small sand pit, and they're like just scratching into each other's blood, just drenched all over the. Like, you see more red than you do the grainy sand color in that pit. And you see that there's tons of people betting on it and stuff like that.
I'm gonna head over there. That looks fun.
Okay, you start hopping down the stairs.
Are they fist fighting?
They're ripping into each other with their claws and their teeth.
Okay, so kind of.
It's like
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Well, I just want to get some rooms and some food and some drink.
You want to get rooms here? That's right.
Do you not have them?
Oh,
Are they
I have.
only for the romantic entertainment, or no?
No, we get travelers of all sorts here, and sometimes they need a place to stay for a while. I will say that it's a bit unusual, but yeah, I can accommodate some humans for a while. What do you eat these days?
Beef, pork, steak,
Hmm.
maybe some fish.
Yeah. Well, I'll see what I can scrounge up, I suppose.
I
Hey,
did not
what
that
do
long
you
ago,
eat
so if
these
you don't
days?
have food, it's not a big deal.
Let's just move past that. In any case, it'll be, let's say, 10 gold pieces for the lot.
That's perfectly fine.
I'll flip him the coins.
Well, thank you very much. If you're looking to play in any way, shape, or form, I'll be around. Just
When he
Right.
says that, Misha wants to see which one of her companions he's looking.
he's looking at all of you voraciously.
At the same time.
Yes. He's like, it's it's pretty
Yeah.
apparent what he's what he's looking at as he's going over you guys. But yeah, you're drawing a lot of eyes while you're in.
I'm like screaming at the fight that's going on.
Sure.
He's such a very nice little man.
At this point, one of the imps has won and has ripped out the throats of the other and is continuing to eat it completely. But yeah, you guys have the room. The lower portion of this common area is like a wide rectangle, and there's some corners that are like pretty dark, and like you can only just see like the glow of smoke, of like kindling or whatever they're burning over there. And this whole area is like pretty well covered in smoke, and it's pretty acrid. Like you think that if you stayed here for too long, you would probably suffocate and die. It's not generally a nice place for humans to be.
Oh, I'm a half elf, so
Too long as in sleeping might be too long? Or
Yeah, I mean, would you want to sleep in a house with a bunch of carbon monoxide?
We've got prestidigitation. That's
Yeah, you
fine,
can
right?
make the air smell
Yeah, right.
better. It doesn't smell horrible, just very strong,
probably
and
difficult
it
to
burns
breathe.
your noses. It's really difficult to read.
Sulfurous.
so we probably shouldn't stay. Okay.
We've already paid for
No.
the rooms.
I think
Are
we
we
did.
are we able to? Well, I would like to scan the whole bar area and see if anyone with Belhoon's description, anyone matching his description, appears to be there.
So yeah, you do see at a table with a few demons. It looks like they're playing cards, but the cards are like dismembered body, like they're like drawings of dismembered bodies and guts and gore and stuff. And you're not really sure what game they're playing, but you see a bearded devil who has a hellhound next to him. He's kind of like petting it absently in between hands.
Tammin, you want to do it or you want me to do it? Because I can happily do it.
It's kind of like an open common area, and he's like he's like a few tables away from the fighting ring, and he's just kind of lounging there in a plush pillow.
Oh, happily. I'm gonna make my way to like the table that they're all playing cards at.
It's this like horrid, decrepit blob that is behind the counter,
Okay.
and you ask it for a drink, and it doesn't know what you said. You get the sense that it doesn't speak your language.
I would
Is
say
there
what
any
language-
way? Is there any way I can get behind Belhoon?
Yeah, there's plenty of room behind Belhoon.
Okay. I wanna just walk up behind him, and I wanna say, is 2 abdomens and a decapitated head a good hand in front of the whole group?
Oh my gosh. He throws in his hand. You fucked me, man. That was a great hand. Damn it.
I'll just be making motions like chugging a drink motions at the bartender while this is going on, trying to
That's
communicate
impressive.
any way I can.
I'll try goblin with the bartender.
Well, I'm gonna be close to Yane downstairs.
Sure. So you do the motion for the drink, and he goes and grabs something, sets it before you, and it's this like water clear liquid. You take a drink of it, and you're like, "Oh, that's not water." as your mouth is burning. Make a Constitution saving throw.
The Incubus special.
Constitution save. 19.
You manage to swallow whatever that was, and you feel it just like burning you up on the inside. But you hold it down, and you see like some of the demons that are by the bar, and there actually are a few like Cambions here as well. You don't see any of them that are. They don't look like Nash or Arter, but they have more standard demonic features, right? But they look pretty impressed that you downed that.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll just place a few. We'll say 3 gold coins on the counter and take the drink and walk away toward Yane.
So Yane at this point, the Belhoon, is just kind of looking up at you like, why? Why would you do that?
Well, you look like you were struggling, so I wanted to ask if you needed any help.
Oh
I know I've never played this game, but
I never understood why Karen surface dweller. It's absolutely ridiculous. He goes back to his cards.
As I get closer to them, I want to. Well, once I get kind of near the table and on the other side of the table, I want to meet Yane's eyes and be like yelling at him, "Yane, I got some alcohol," and then sort of like stumble a little bit and like throw the drink onto the guy.
we're gonna get kicked out before we piss him off.
Make a performance check.
Okay.
Don't fuck this up.
Would I have the actor feat? Would I get advantage on this?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I clicked it, but
Oh
it's a
my
12.
god.
Okay, so it's pretty obvious you're doing it on purpose. And so you like kind of like splash it onto his face, right? And he stands up, wipes himself off. Karin, I'm sick of these guys. I'm gonna kill them. And you see a succubus come, just like she's floating around this room, just kind of like keeping an eye on things. And she flies over and she kind of interposes herself between you. And she's just this beautiful looking demon, if there is such a thing. And she says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Violence is resolved in the pit. So if that's the way you want to go, Belhoon, feel free. Otherwise, let's keep it civil. That's what we are, right? Civil. And you, mister, it's bad taste. That's pretty poor manners. Let's try and keep it to a minimum of one spilled drink. And
Poor manners. I was just trying to get my friend a drink. I meant no ill on this unfortunate man. I apologize. I'm
and
sorry.
you better. That's good. He apologized, Belhoon. Don't worry about it. And you just see him kind of seething. And the hound that's next to him is just growling at you
Look at him,
very
grin.
menacingly.
Could you keep your dog quiet? I'm trying to listen to the music.
He looks at the succubus again. And you can see that he's on the edge. he's getting close, just breaking out.
What the hell is that ugly thing? Where the hell did you get that?
Ooh. That's it. It's me and you, man. I'm gonna
God.
tear that tongue out.
Well, if you mess with him, you mess with all of us.
No.
I did not
It's
get
not-
I don't think it works that way down here.
My quarrel's with him, not you, shiny boy.
Look, we can all walk out of here alive. We don't have to do anything like this. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
Oh, you'll be alive. You'll just be maimed. Come on, let's go. He kind
Okay.
of grabs you by the wrist and starts dragging you to the
I
pit.
try to break free, but I will freely walk over.
I love the
Sure.
guy who has been down the most in our campaign is currently going to do 1v1 right now. Go for
Don't
it.
worry,
You got
dude.
this.
All right. Well, I
Okay.
guess I'm in the pit with this guy.
Yeah, so
Standing in a pile of
the imp is
people,
still in there. Yeah, he's still eating away at that guy. And he just takes his skull, puts it behind the imp's head, and stamps down, crushes him,
Okay.
kicks him to the side.
Oh, he kills it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, so there's people betting on this shit?
you see, people are kind of like taking note that there's another fight that's about to happen, and it's not like sanctioned betting in the hall or anything like that. It's just like two people at the same table, and you see that a lot of them are not
Very
betting.
informal betting.
Betting with coin. They have like these jars filled with weird liquid, and they're like pouring it into. You actually kind of like take a closer look at this, Haldir, and it's like these little tiny black beads, basically, that they're trading. And they're all speaking abyssal or infernal. You're not exactly sure. I don't think you speak either of those.
I got Goblin, Draconic, Orcish. Those are
So yeah, nobody's speaking in anything you can necessarily understand. But you know, Belhoon kind of turns around. So, you gonna go at me with your fists, or is this gonna be blades?
Blades, of course.
He goes over to like a weapon rack that he's got sitting there, or that is kind of propped up against this pit. He picks off a gnarly looking glaive. All right. Well, he lunges at you.
Okay.
You go ahead and make an insight check.
Insight. Okay.
Oh, they're already down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
was
already
gonna say,
fighting.
Did you give your face like you intended?
No, because our party's retarded.
Yeah, that was
so-
rushed beyond all hell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Things happen fast. It's a big thumping room. So he just makes a desperate lunge at you, without really giving you a chance to. You didn't kind of expect him to go straight for it. He gets off one swing, for free. And let's see what his plus to hit is. 24 to hit.
I think
Those
David's
temporary
gonna get
hit
fucked up.
I think he's absolutely gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, you should have gone in the pit with this guy.
You take 12 points of damage,
Okay.
and
That's not bad.
you need to make a con saving throw.
10.
Oof. Okay, so he lunges into you, and he gets you right in the gut, and you already can tell, like the moment that he tags you with that, that's a bleeder. You're gonna die to that wound if you don't get any type of medical attention. But let's roll initiative.
Off to a great start.
22.
Wait, it's just Tammin who's
Yeah, it's a pit
Yeah.
fight.
rolling
Hmm?
initiative.
Okay. Yeah, you're going first.
All right. Do I take bleed damage on my turn? Since I just
You do. You take start of each of your turns. You take a D10.
it's a rough one.
Oh, jeez. All
Going
right,
down,
it's
boys.
22 hit points down. All right, your turn.
Okay.
You just have to kill him faster than he kills you.
Right. Is he's a bigger guy, right? Like obviously compared to me, but I mean like is he like giant, huge?
He's actually not. He's maybe a little bit shorter than Yane, and he's not actually even as stacked.
Okay. Alrighty.
He's got this purple skin, bunch of blades coming out of his beard.
Well, I will attack him, but
Sure.
not before activating the Nimbus Blade.
Okay.
I'll do cold damage. That's a 14.
To hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
Okay. We're going
Just
again.
barely.
25.
That hits.
Okay, and I'm also going to do a trip attack. That's a 13 plus 3 cold
Okay.
plus 5. So 21 in total.
He needs to make a.
He needs to make a strength save or be knocked prone.
He is knocked prone.
Okay. Good. I'm going to use Action Surge
That's what I thought.
and swing on him again.
Okay, so what was the first swing? It was 18
Nope.
plus
The
the
first
cold damage.
23.
Yeah. Well, there's 13 damage plus 3. So that's 16, right? And then plus
Plus
5,
21.
so it's 21. And now he's knocked prone. Now, I'm going to Nimbus him again.
Sure.
That's
With
with
advantage.
advantage. So 26.
Yep, that obviously hits you.
8 plus 3.
Sure.
And let's see, what else do I want to do to this idiot? Make a menacing attack. So he has to make a wisdom save, which is DC
15.
15. Or be frightened of me.
He's prone too right now, right?
Yep. And he fails, so he's frightened of you,
Okay.
except he can't be frightened.
Okay. So he took 8 plus 3 plus 3 for 14 there.
You notice that the cold damage is actually not as effective as you wished. Like
Okay.
you can just kind of feel like the heat that's coming off of his body is having an adverse effect on the light or the cold damage that you're trying to put on him. But you did an additional 11 there, plus the
That's a 22.
so 12. So it's 2, and then yep, that hits.
Don't forget the twin bolt.
He didn't pay for his magic license.
10 plus the 3 cold.
Shit, do you think that matters down here?
Who knows? Okay, that happens.
Alright.
Might want to.
And then I'm going to
Oh, yeah, we have
second
the
wind.
bracelet.
Sure,
That's a 10.
that's pretty good. No,
Not really.
actually, no, it's really, really bad.
Not
Actually,
very good at all. That will end my turn.
so you slash him up really good. He's bleeding this purple grayish blood all over the pit, but he's still standing. And he just kind of pulls back for a huge two-handed swing. To start it off, 20. It doesn't work.
20 does not hit me.
Okay, he goes for a backswing on that. 23.
Before he does, I'm going to expend a superiority die to use riposte and make an attack against him.
Okay. Oh, so when you missed, okay.
Yeah.
That does not hit.
That's a 9, which doesn't hit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't say that he gets up, but he has to. And then let's see.
23
So I
would hit though.
hit. Yeah. That's not gonna work. 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Let's.
And after he tags you with that, he just runs up to you, like tries to get his hands around you, and his beard just kind of like slithers all around your neck, trying to chop you up.
So what kind of attack is that?
It's
Beard
just-
attack.
It's a beard attack, literally. And it's 18, so it doesn't hit. So it's your turn, and at the start of your turn, you take 2d10 because he hits you with another glaive attack.
Oh my goodness.
Do you not get to make a con save for the second one?
No.
I'm dead. Not really, but good God.
Oh my gosh! You just see Tammin is filling this pit with blood. I mean, it's already like really close quarters. Like you can't take like 3 steps back, or and I say steps by like 5 feet each. So it's a small pit, and Tammin's going pretty ham. But yeah, that's not good. It's your turn though.
All right, I will expend a bonus action to use a enhanced healing potion.
You laugh as you pull it out. Oh my
I believe.
gosh. Pathetic.
Fuck.
I believe. What did you say? That was 2d4 plus 8 or something like that.
Plus, yeah, I think it's
So
plus
I don't
8.
remember the specifics.
I wrote it down.
Couple pages.
Think.
It is 2d4 plus 8.
10. Jesus. Wow. This is how you die.
Yeah, this is how you die. All right.
Cosmically bad.
That's just how it goes, dude. I can feel the new character already. Well, I'm gonna make another attack. That's a
Yeah,
22.
that hits. Yep,
And I'm gonna do another trip attack.
sure.
Finally, so that's 21 in total.
Okay. It's really close to dying.
And I'm gonna
Does
do
he trip?
one more. Yeah, actually, he has to make a strength save.
That's right. It's rolling the dice. Takes it a little bit. 22, he succeeds.
Okay. 10. Oh boy.
All right. So you did 21 with the regular damage, and then you did one more. So okay. And then he's going to take his turn, and he's throwing away his glaive. So he's going to go for the beard first.
Okay.
You're just rushing you, trying to get you in a grapple. Actually, he's going to try and grapple you first, so he gets advantage because he wants to really rip you apart.
Oh no.
Okay, so he goes for a grapple. Just 21 to hit.
Sorry, you rolled 21?
Yes.
Well, 21 AC, so that hits.
So you are
I'm
currently
grappled.
grappled. And he's going to take a punch at you. As
Okay.
he can. 23 to hit. And he's rolling really good. But he doesn't do very much damage. Actually, he does 8. He does max damage.
Okay, I'm going to use parry. So I can reduce the amount of damage by the roll plus the dex mod, so I reduce it by 7.
Okay.
So I take 1 damage.
So you situate your blade just perfectly, to the point where you pretty much he catches his fist on the blunt of your pushes the point just a little bit, hurts you. And then so finally he goes for the beard attack, try and shred you up. 13 rather.
Miss.
Misses. Start of your turn. You take 2d10.
Are you rolling that or me? I've been rolling it.
You took critical heat, so you do not.
8.
You don't take any damage.
Oh,
You-
sorry. Okay, so I don't take that damage. Sick. I'm gonna slice him up again.
Sure.
15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Okay. 9 piercing.
You knock him unconscious. You slice his
Excellent.
throat, and just blood just starts squirting everywhere. It's disgusting. Finish him.
I'm gonna stab him through the eye.
Cut his head off.
Kirill yells, "Cut his head off!"
The guy is a demon. thing.
Misha's going to be looking at the other patrons to see how well this is being received.
Oh, I mean, between the music and the people roaring about what's going on in the pit, people are pretty jazzed about it.
Excited. This isn't a
After
bad
I
thing. Then
after
this
I
is
do stab him
entertaining.
in the eye, I'll
Well, why
I'll
don't you
try to
make
cut his head.
why don't you make a perception check,
Oh, sorry.
Who?
Misha?
I'm trying to figure out if we need to run.
Nah, we'll be just fine. I'll fight the next person.
So you see at the edge of the pit, you see the hound
Yeah, that's what I was thinking,
is about to pounce on Tam.
I jump into the pit.
no, don't.
Oh,
No, you don't. I mean, you don't see anything happening yet. You're just
Yeah,
watching.
it's just
you
me
think that
and-
Tam
Can I cast banishment?
Ooh.
No,
No, it only would last for a minute, I think. I don't
What
even
plane
know
does
if
it belong to? Because it might just disappear permanently. That's part of the spell.
that is a thing if he doesn't belong to this plane.
Well, if he's from like the hell plane and not the regular plane, target remains there until the spell ends, which plane reappears. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane.
Ooh.
I'm not actually killing his dog.
Right.
Yeah.
you
Just so we're
banish it.
clear. This isn't John Wick.
Well, I'll be right there if you don't.
Oh,
you
God.
need an item distasteful to the object.
Yeah, I see
To the
that. What the
target.
heck is that?
Well, it's
That's-
voice somatic
that's-
and material,
yeah.
but wouldn't my shield count as
Yeah, but don't you have to
Something
material
component
painful to it.
component
requirement?
since there's no
I would suppose so. That actually does
There's
fit
no
to
cost
a certain
associated.
degree. So you can cast it. I will say that you get the opportunity to cast it. So he has to make a save against it.
charisma.
A charisma save.
Spell DC is 15.
That was the turn. Almost turn. I had not expected this guy. Participate. What was it? A wisdom?
Charisma.
Charisma. Oof. Fuck for him. All right. 20 minus 2.
-2.
Yeah. Out. Appears he was just about to unleash some unholy fire on this Taman's back. But he disappeared.
No one's the wiser.
As it disappears behind me, I'll have just finished sort of decapitating him.
Hacking him
Hold
up
his
to
head
bits.
up above
Yeah.
my head.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my-
Drink the blood.
No,
Seriously,
no.
what you've been saying too.
I'm super glad Yane didn't do it. I don't mean above.
You
I
hear-
said that wrong. I mean like up in front of me, I guess. Not above.
Sure. You see a bunch of these, like the black beads changing hands. Like there's some of them that are like pounding on the table, saying they, they're like kind of gesturing a ring, like what the hell? This bullshit. Yeah, you can't tell
Aw.
because they're all the demonic and abyssal. Yeah.
You're like
That-
bleeding from
that
your
is-
gut.
That's his
I'm just
that's
gonna
his
give him a look.
wound.
Yeah, just
Give him
barely
a
stops.
little bit like you're.
You see a few people glaring daggers at you as you're leaving. Did you leave the head in the pit?
No, I have it.
You still have.
Kept
my
Okay,
trophy.
you're making a mess. You're just dragging blood all over the
Put it in
carpet,
the-
and
put it in
the
the bag.
succubus comes in like, well, let's go ahead and just
Let it go, buddy.
Do you have a to-go bag?
Just leave.
Well, we need proof.
No, we don't. Everyone knows what happened here.
Fine, here's your head. One less problem patron for you.
she does not take it from you. She looks disgusted. Like, no, just toss it in the pit.
Very well. I'll throw it into the pit. Across the bar, if that's how far I am from it.
I don't think that he's a problem patron unlike others.
I think we're now problem patrons.
Yes, I think
Indeed.
should,
Maybe, yeah. We
it's
should
like,
go.
Well, let's leave.
yes, let's leave.
I'm like, I'm trying to like fight people. My turn.
I'll tell the
I mean,
succubus I'm sorry for any trouble and give her 90 gold.
She takes it, but pretty much ignores you and flies off. And just continues with her tasks. As you guys go back up the stairs and start to leave,
I don't know if we should leave.
I do not know if we should stay.
I mean,
You guys can leave. I'm gonna stay a while.
no, you're not.
Yane's got the bloodlust.
I'm so annoyed. I wanted to fight. Aww.
It'll be.
well, the incubus kind of stops. So soon. That's
Well, I think we caused a little bit of an uproar. And
oh no, that happens all the time. Please stay.
also, I'm pretty sure the air here might be toxic to.
Oh, most definitely. He actually goes to grab you some drinks and motions for you guys to sit down at one of these tables.
Oh, I can take a seat real quick.
Oh my god. Make up your mind, damn it. All right.
Yeah,
well,
I'm stay for a little while.
I'm gonna get into the ring and
I
just
was
start.
going to say Yane's going to go crazy, I take it.
I'm already in the ring,
So,
begging people to fight me.
You're a pretty imposing figure. But why don't you make a perception check?
Who, me or everybody?
You.
Was it perception? You kind of blinked out.
Perception, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just yelling at people.
What to do this?
Is that the line where how do I want to do this? Like, oh, I just killed Yane.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The critical role. How do I want to do this? Not how do you?
You're just kind of like in a bloodlust. You're like, oh man, I want to kill something. I want to kill
Yeah.
He's actually
somebody or
raging with all
something.
enraged.
And you feel a stick in your back. The edge of a blade. And it just pokes you in the back. You also feel, like the moment that happens, cold washing over you. A bit of dread. And hear a voice almost in your head that says, "You're making a fool of yourself." Is anybody like watching Yane, or are you guys all just sticking?
Yeah.
I was watching Yane in horror, but
In horror.
I was going to sit down.
I was hoping
Okay.
people were
Guy
gonna
offered
start
us a
betting for
drink.
me, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Well, the horror was first for Tammin, like wanting to drink blood, and then Yang jumping in.
Sure.
That's fucking.
So you hear that voice.
Vaughn.
The pull away.
You cut out.
Yeah.
The blade pulls in after you hear that voice. What do you do?
I'm gonna immediately look behind me and see what the fuck. Like, is there anything behind me, or was it like?
So you can see, kind of coalescing from the pit. There's just the mist of blood. Like you were like looking out to every like, come on, fight me, and
Right.
so behind you, see just the blood pulling up, and you do see Donovan behind you. And he's thing is straight edge blade, and he kind of like tilts his head just a little bit, and he's swirling in the whirlpool pattern
Ooh.
for him.
All right, I'm gonna immediately lower my head and start walking away. Like, oh shit! Like I'm in trouble.
Yeah. So you guys who are watching this, Misha and Kirill, you see, you've seen Donovan before. You see him again, and he's got that silver mask. It's just swirling crimson blood, and it looks like it's like trailing, following him from the pit. And then also, for the most part, everybody in this room has been demons, and so as you see where Donovan is taking Yang, he's taking him to that dark corner of the room. Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna follow.
Misha's going to.
If I become aware that
Yeah, I'm gonna tell these
Donovan's
fools
here,
that there's some weird stuff with a like swirling pit thing, a swirling blood monster.
Oh, wait. So you're
Oh.
telling them Tammin and Haldir,
Yes,
since they're
yes.
seated?
yeah. If I know Donovan's here, I gotta go talk to that fucking guy. Get my shit fixed.
Okay. So you guys all kind of like rush down the stairs back to where Yane was. Make sure that he's okay. Yane, you see all your compatriots coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Donovan in your head as much as in your through your as well as you can, because it's so damn loud. You're really close to the band now, which is just a bunch of like some menagerie of imps looking all crazy. But he says, "Stop your friends. I'll talk to them."
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that. Just I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna get up and, well, if I'm sitting down, I'm gonna walk over to my friends and be like, "He needs a minute. I need to talk to him." And then I'll have the rest of you guys come with me. Just wait a few minutes.
Okay.
I say, you better tell him he's got to fix my fucking eye.
I'll bring it up. Don't worry. You'll get your chance.
So he's just seated. And you see to his left and right, there's a couple of other faces from the academy who are also with him. They look pretty well bedecked, or not having a skin, but you can just tell by their mannerisms and how they're holding themselves. People from Andavunum.
Okay.
As you walk back over, it's like, Yane. More self. What's that about?
I couldn't understand a single thing you just said.
Yeah, yes. Great. Wonderful. All right. I'm waiting until it's green. Okay. He says, Yane. I expect you to have more self-control. What was that?
You think I'm gonna have self-control in a place like this? I never get to fight openly. Of course, I'm gonna go wild if I can.
Yes, you're drawing quite a attention to yourself. If I do recall correctly, your friend said we need.
We need what?
proof? Hammond said, we need, and he,
This is true. Tammin is dumb,
so
but I'm not there.
he asked you, gosh, my voice is going out pretty bad, huh?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Well, he asks you, so who are you working now?
Well, right now we are currently working for a few Cambion, but also other people who contracted us for small tasks. But we're mostly being held by Nash and his brother.
Nash and that's it. Well, as you may well know, and you certainly do now, we're on the job. And since you're here, I don't see why I should use you.
I'm happy to serve.
Like you have a choice.
I'm gonna laugh at that.
You see the whirlpool kind of steady, and it just looks like it's a half blood mask on the bottom, and the top's just the silver, and so it's just kind of like waves floating back and forth.
Uh-huh.
All right, you can send your friends over, I guess.
I'm just gonna give that head nod to everybody, like, come on over.
Yeah, I go over there and say,
Yeah, sure.
like, hey, could you fix whatever the fuck you did to me? It's not really fair.
Not really fair. That's interesting. I seem to recall that, well, if you lost the mark, that means you died, and I saved your life. I could give you another curse, but it would require a lot of blood, and I don't have that much on hand.
Maybe I wouldn't have died if you hadn't fucking cursed me.
It would require a lot of blood. There's tons in the pit.
Yes, there is a good bit, but I'm talking about hundreds of humans. Which maybe I can accomplish for you at some point. Although I'm not exactly indebted to you, and I don't see any reason why I would do you anything. Unless, of course, you're willing to do me.
What do you mean you're not indebted to me? You came into my fucking mind and attached some fucking thing to my head for our own personal reasons. That sounds like I did you a favor. That sounds like debt.
No. Sorry to say, I have no interest in pursuing a relationship further with you, especially if you're so needy.
I don't want a relationship. I just want you to fix it. Then we
Wow.
can never speak again. It'd be great.
The mark is a connection, so it's kind of like you're asking a favor.
But it's kind of like you already asked me a favor, you see?
So I empower you with a gift I meant to give to my pupil, and you, being, I don't know, the weakling that you are, perished. And I saved you with that mark, and then you come to me saying that I owe you. You see how I can maybe just get a little peeved, and he's kind of loosening up his shoulders.
I didn't even fucking die, did I? Isn't this guy talking shit? Didn't I just go
You went
unconscious?
Yeah, you went unconscious, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but lots of people I know have gone unconscious lots of times and not died. So I don't think it much really saved me from anything.
I seem to recollect the situation. I was watching, and it looked pretty bad. Maybe you're confident in friend's ability to save you against a massive horde of goblins, but I'm not so sure. Oh, there was a mind flare there, too. That's right. No, I think you would have died. And in any case, that doesn't change anything. So, I'm not going to give you another.
I don't want another one. What the fuck? Why do you keep thinking I want another one?
Well, that's the only way I could restore your vitality. If you want it a different way, then you're going to have to go to someone else. In any case, Yane here is going to do some work for me while he's in the city, and I expect you all to help him along. I imagine he's been quite useful. Now it's time to repay that.
Oh wait, was Misha taken over here because she was actually purposefully avoiding this guy?
You didn't have to come over there, but
Okay, good.
the rest
No,
of your
then, yeah,
the rest
I'm
of your
not.
people did.
Nah, this is bad news. She's not over.
I'll let Yane know, but you're dismissed for now.
Fucking hate this guy.
The blood's curling into like the happy face mask from the performing arts.
Oh yes.
I'm definitely gonna kill this guy eventually.
The comedy face and tragedy face, the comedy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
All right. Step away. You're making a scene.
Well, I guess I mean, I would definitely try to leave after this anyway. I don't think we have any further business here.
Okay.
Unless Yane still wants to do something here.
I mean, don't I have to still talk to him? Like,
Oh, I thought you had already done so, and that's why you led us over there.
no, he just wanted you guys to be able to talk to him because I know Haldir wanted to bitch at him for something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Stupid
Okay.
fuck.
So you're walking off, muttering under your breath, and he just says to you, Yane, "The details will be forthcoming, but keep an eye on your friends for now. Stay in the city."
No problem.
All right. And so you guys go to leave, or are you guys still hanging around in here?
I'm good with leaving.
I think we're leaving.
I mean,
Let's
is he
definitely
still
leave.
going bloodthirsty?
No. As we're leaving, I'm like looking at people. I'm like, you guys are fucking lucky. Like,
Oh god.
You guys are lucky. Ooh, wow.
All right. Okay. So you guys start heading out, and this time the incubus once again is like, "Oh, just in and out with you. That's crazy.
I mean,
Oh. Stay a while, please."
between you and me, I kind of like the internet, but we must be leaving.
He laughs and waves you off. Says, "All right, see you around."
Is that invitation to return open? Because I think our friend here would love to come back. He's practically yearning for it. She's
Oh, I saw that display in the pit. But I'm surprised you had no takers. I was thinking about hopping down there for a bit.
next time.
Next time. And you guys start heading out. And you're walking through the long tunnel on your way out. But so far as you can tell, you're got the room to yourselves as you leave the thumping music behind. Oh, I suppose they should disadvantage. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys start heading out, and after a few minutes of walking, probably a little bit quicker than normal. You get some of that fresh air. What do you do?
Now I need to go to a fucking third inn.
I know. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's probably pretty deep into the night at this point.
That's fine as
I
long
might
as it
just
doesn't
need to
have
go
toxic.
up to the other one that we're already
Don't we
right
start
by.
that?
What is it? The Black
Yeah.
Zone Inn or a different one? I can't remember.
Valhumbers?
Valhumbers. At this point.
Was that even an inn?
Yep.
Yeah.
They had rooms.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Well, we could ask for a deal since we spent so much money. Like how they give deals at casinos. Hey, you want some money or you spend some money? Why don't you? It's a free room. It's a free suite.
So you hop in to Valhumbers, and the man at the door doesn't stop you this time. He knows what you're about. He maybe has heard that you guys dropped like 22,000 gold pieces. And so you guys can grab some rooms for the night. It costs only, 20 gold each night.
Wow.
That's fine.
Oh, each night, not for each of us.
For each room.
For each room. That's fine.
Everybody climb into one bed.
I'm getting my own room.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm getting my own room.
The accommodations are wonderful here. But yeah, you guys all go your separate ways for the night.
Yeah,
Kevin was probably fine. I bet he didn't even account for his temporary hit points he had.
I did
Nope.
actually.
Okay, good.
Oh. He's probably almost died.
That went away right away. Actually,
How close did you get?
I got to 17 HP.
Yeah, if he got you with one of those beard attacks,
I was pretty
and
worried about it. That's why I
poisoned
parried
you.
like as soon as I took any damage when he had me grappled.
Oh,
Because
he
when he
poisoned.
grappled me, that was like pretty. I was pretty scared.
Yeah, if he poisoned you, you wouldn't be able to receive that healing for one, and then you would also have disadvantage on your attacks. So
Right.
that
Wouldn't
would have
be
been
good.
nice. It probably would have killed you, but
I had plenty of
that's not
things
how
that
it
were
goes.
killing me anyway, because I had dog shit rolls for half the rolls I made that whole time. Oh well.
Very true.
I made it out
but yeah.
alive.
So our adventurers go to rest for the night after massacring a bearded devil, and then disappearing as hellhound into the abyss. Or rather, probably one of them.
And I didn't kill his dog.
Didn't kill his dog, just sent it away. All right. Okay.
She's starting the PETA organization.
Maybe they'll one day be
Dragons.
reunited.
Well,
Possibly.
I think they
the
can
the
be.
body burned up as it was like rapidly decomposed.
Like, I could be
so-
mistaken, but don't demons just return to their original plane if they're...
They do. You know that.
So, yeah.
Misha knows that for sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
no,
but
we'll
I
see
know
him
that
again.
they
Do
don't.
not worry. But I didn't kill
I
his
killed
dog.
them for sure.
So I'll remind him of that at least when I see him again.
How long are you banished from the banishment spell? If you ever-
Forever.
Forever.
If you're from a different plane, it's you go back there and stay there. But if you're
I
from
mean,
the
not
same plane,
forever. Like, you could use
come back.
another means to leave, but the
Yeah.
spell doesn't. You don't
However,
come back
he
naturally.
originally came
that's
If you're-
yeah, that's what I
do
meant.
it
Okay.
again.
yeah.
But it
Otherwise,
doesn't
lasts
bar
1
you
minute.
from coming back.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
No.
Just
Okay.
he's got to have a method.
He's back to Avernus or whatever the hell he's from in your world.
Sure. All right. Sounds good. We'll see how that all shakes out on Thursday. Yes.
Woohoo.
When you say it
I
like
don't
that, I
have any
feel like it's going to be
problems.
perfect.
I'm gonna be
so
Corona
everything
in
will
here,
go well.